Okay. And with that, we are live, people. Ooh, it's exciting. We wanted to do this for a while. So, thank you for all watching. And, yeah, man, I'm excited. Okay, so, welcome to my channel, my stream. What I'm wanting to do with this, I think, is just to play, talk about the games that I love while we're playing them, and talk about some other stuff too, maybe. But, I got some plans too. If this picks up, maybe we can have some guests and just have some fun. So what you learn about me is that done a bit in my life so far. I've been I'm a veteran. I've been law enforcement. I've done all kinds of stuff. But man, I don't like giving about. So you'll find out as you watch. And we'll start out tonight with some beer. How about you guys? I like one now. Should probably better can of beer opener, bottle opener, but this will work. Got a Shiner tonight. It's the Oktoberfest. It's actually left over from last year, but I do enjoy them. I like to rotate. So, what we're going to do about 2 hours of the game every night that I'm able to. Can't work. I actually work nights, so I can't do this every night. But it'll be kind of a rotating schedule. I'm going to start the Cyberpunk2077, which I've been on a bit of a kick on now for the last, 4 or 5 months. And just play it through. I've played through it, I don't know how many times, a lot of hours sunk into this. And I'll show you the best things I've got, or best way to do some of the missions I've seen, kind of different approaches to them, and some of the background. There's a lot of references to Cyberpunk 2077. If you're a fan of sci-fi, you'll recognize some of them, and I'll point out the ones that I recognize. I'm positive I'm missing quite a few. But I'll point out the ones that I recognize, and we'll have fun. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll start a new character. Keep going back and forth on the ones that I want to do, and I'm still not sure what we're going to make until we get going here. So we'll start a new game. I always do it on normal. One thing you learn about me is I like to play games for the stories, and so I don't necessarily need to be super challenging, but I don't want it to be easy either. So now you got 3 options on your background of your character. You could be the nomad, which is kind of the outcasts of society. They got, for one reason or another, they've gone taken to the road into a nomadic lifestyle, living off their vehicles. Very big on family. Kind of the rebels. And then you got the street kids, which are, I guess you say your average person in Night City. They grew up on the streets, deal with all the pros and cons of that. I think the street kid probably has your best options that you'll encounter through the game, because each background will have options that come up in dialogue that give you kind of different ways to complete some missions, and I'll point those out as I see them. Corpo is kind of your elite class. They're the corporate class. They're the wealthiest ones. They tend to have most protection, most insulated from life in general, and so those are the 3. Now I'll say my spirit animal are the nomads. I like these guys. But I think they also have the fewest options when it comes to unique ways to do the game. Street Kid, I think, will give you the most, as I mentioned. Corpo gives you some unique ones too. I don't really like the Corpo because they're all probably pretty stuck up, but it is what it is. It does give you some unique options though. So I think for this one, and the other thing I like to do too is I like to match it with whatever kind of character I'm going to make. So I think of the nomads as being more of the running and gunning. They usually come from areas that are much more open, so they're used to engaging at longer ranges. So that's going to be and yeah, firearms. And your street kids a little closer, maybe more of your melee, more of your small arms, handguns, things like that. And your corpos, more technologically savvy, I'd say. So maybe your net runners, if you're going to make use of those. So I think I still haven't decided what I want to do actually. I tend to shy away from the real heavy guns. Like, so there's some heavy machine guns. I don't really get into that. I really don't get into shotguns, and not in any of the games I play. I don't really like shotguns, even though I do tend to do a closer up engagement. Oh, what should we do today? I think we're gonna go. Let's go with the street kid. We'll go with the. I'd say I think background that is the most suited. I'd say for the storyline. When I play my games, I put a bit of myself in my characters typically. So being I usually pick the males. Now I've played this game through a number of times, so I've played both male and female. Kind of just depends on what you want to go with. I do think I'll probably stick with a male on this one, so we'll go with that one. And also, of course, your male-female choices. There's also no romance options in the game, but they're all pretty hard set on the type of romance. There's straight romances for males and females. There's also the gay romances, lesbians. And you got some cross ones as well, but the other characters don't. You can't convince them to go otherwise. So that's kind of a preset thing. So we go with this V. Not too bad. I'm actually pretty good with the default setting on this one. I don't usually need to get too crazy. Maybe play with the hair a bit. I don't know, with the haircut. It's not too bad, but I always like beards in my guys. Masculine boys, skin tone. Yeah, sure. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. A bit of team. Sure. Skin type. You just go over like complexion. I think one looks pretty natural. It's not too even, too smooth. A little more natural blemishes that occur. Here's your hairstyles. Let's see what we got here. Oh, fancy. Mohawk. Oh, I'm not even sure I'd call that a man bun. It's been swept off the side there. Got some long hair, some high res dreads. It's the comb over top thing going there, but not too bad. Nope, definitely not. Nope. Yeah, oh, mullet, right? Yeah. Business up front, party back. It's not even business up front, but yeah. And we got, no, don't think so. Definitely no. No. Yep. No. Sweat back, maybe. I think I need a little closer cut. Oh, hold on. That's almost more like a normal haircut that I do. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Hair color. Kind of weird some of the options they give you, if you notice. Like some will be a solid color. Like there's a solid brown, solid platinum, I guess. Then you got some red tingeing going to it. Teal. It's a little lighter brown. That's not too bad. About that one, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Eyes. I don't know. I'm fine with that. I'm not too worried about that. Eye color. I mentioned how I put myself in my characters. I usually go for a hazel eye, 'cause that's what I got. That's actually what was pre-selected on that guy, so keep that. Eyebrows. Sure. Yeah. So. Sure. Let's make those, I think, maybe a little darker. Yeah, there we go. Eyelash color. Get in depth there, huh? Nose is, yeah, I don't feel like messing with that. Nose is fine. Mouth is fine. Oops, I'm gonna do that. Ears. Yeah, sure, why not? Here we go. Beard. Color start up. One is just a shave. Longer. Okay. Sure, a little bit more. Again, a bit like how I do mine. Beard style, you can cut and remove parts of it. I will stay with that. Beard color. See, it's default to that one. It's not too bad. It's a bit darker. I'll keep it on that brown. Facial scars. Tough street kid's probably gotten some scars. Yeah, some scarification. I don't know about far up. It's bruising. Slide stuff there. Huh. Yeah, sure, why not? Face tattoos. We won't pass the face tattoos. Piercings. Maybe. Yeah. I don't want to go too overboard on the piercings. So we got. What we got? No. Or that. Oh. Make the perfect guy. Yeah, let's go with one on the eyebrow. Sure. Piercing color. Not usually a gold fan. That's almost silver, but platinum or brass, copper. Nah, it's kind of weird. Black. Go matte. Matte piercing. It's almost a damask type pattern to it. It's so small you can't really even tell. So let's go with that. Just go on matte. No, we'll go silver or platinum or whatever that is. The teeth are silver, gold, pink. Yeah, gold normal. Don't need some don't need any makeup. Don't need some lip makeup. No, don't need any of that. Cheek makeup. Nah. Blemishes. Gave myself a blemish. I don't know what else I want to do here. Scar. Don't need that. Nails. Yeah, short. Sure. Nail color, normal. Nipples. Oh, nippless. Nipple. Yeah, we'll keep nipples. Body tattoos. We'll go with some of these. Take a look here. See what's there. City Kid. There's a Valentino's tattoos. You'll learn about them here in a second if you're not familiar with them already. It's not too full blackout stuff. Got some snakes. Maybe reserve that when I do Nomad. Is it more nomadish? TV. Got that one. That's 6th Street. The reason I don't like that one, even though I think when you play a city, you kind of come from the Haywood area, which is where the Valentino stronghold kind of is, but your character's never mentioned about being part of one. And if you're familiar with gang tats, you don't get gang tats unless you're in the gang. You get yourself beat up otherwise. That was not too bad. I usually prefer that for my corpos if I'm going to do them at all. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of the blues on this one, but it's not too bad. I usually like using this with the women. I think it works well with the body type, with the way it's cut out on the chest there. What do we want to do? That's 6th Street. Yeah, I guess we'll just go with that one. Scars. Scar. Not many options there. Genitals. He does have genitals, but since we are streaming this out there on the internet, normally I would go full bore, everything. I like the grittiness of it, the feel of it when you do that. But for the audience's sake, we will keep the shorts on, much as I hate it. Okay, settings. Now I actually made a spreadsheet that if anybody's interested, I could share it if you want, but it's on my Google Drive. Kind of help decide what you want to do. So for doing this one, I want to basically do this, I think, close to original, kind of what they showed on the trailers and everything leading up, where your guys running around with, revolver or even man displays, which are always kind of a good option for up close and personal. For those, you're going to be a little more heavy on the reflexes. That's something that governs both the handguns and blades, for that matter. So go with that. Let's see. 5 for now on that one. Body is always good. It helps with your health, strength, endurance, things like that. There's some other benefits too. Some of the perks if you're going to look at it. Weapon-wise, if you're using shotguns or heavy weapons, body is also a good one to focus on. Let's see. Now, bodies, I'm not my character, when I'm doing this particular build, not really focusing much on the intel, on the net running portion of it. This thing is about it. You don't really even have to. You get the right cyber decks, and you can still do a lot with it. So I don't usually put much in intel, and that's if I put anything at all. Off the top of my head, I think you end up having a total of 73 points to allocate when you're all maxed out. And while you can respec on the skills you do, you cannot respec on attributes. Your attributes, once you select them, they're there. That's it. You can't change them. So we'll keep intelligence. We've got reflexes up. I'll probably come back to body here in a second. Technical ability. I tried making some characters not really working with technical ability, but this is pretty helpful in the game when accessing some things and going through some doors along with the body. You can get through just about any door with good technical and body skill. But it also is useful for upgrading all of your equipment and keeping that all the day up to date. Otherwise, you end up spending a lot more money just buying stuff and end up playing a little bit differently when it comes to some of the unique items because the iconic items, because when you get them, it's the level that they're at. So if you get them too early, and if they're legendary, especially if they're legendary level and you haven't done anything, you just can't upgrade them, and you get kind of stuck, and you're stuck using generic items you find that are of the right level. So I don't recommend avoiding the technical building. I would go ahead and put some in there. Cool is also very useful because this game, cool governs all of your stealth abilities, your ninjutsu and your cold-blooded, both which I recommend doing because the game, as I was saying, it really does honor stealth a lot more. A lot of your missions give you quite a bit of bonuses if you can do things stealthily, either not killing people or mostly just not being seen. So definitely recommend cool. It leaves us one left over, and I'm going to go ahead and I'll drop that bad boy in body. I think we're going to go with that. We're going to stay that way. And next. There's everything I picked. Street kid. They say if you want to understand the streets, you gotta live in gangs, fixers, dolls, small-time pushers. You were raised by them all. Down here, the law of the jungle dictates the weak serve the strong. Only law and night in the city you have yet to break. All right. So I haven't played this game a lot. I think I got a pretty good feel for how the V character is. I mean, of course, you have a lot of options as you're navigating through the life of Night City and how you want to behave and how you want to act, but ultimately your guy, let's not give it away yet, just in case you haven't played the game or not familiar with it. We'll talk about it as we go. I don't want to get too far ahead. Give you some background on the people, but I don't think it's going to give you spoilers.
A little anesthesia.
Yeah, need that anesthesia for sure. Ooh. And let's fix that nose. Oh, pretty face. Oh, we go. I don't know if you've ever had a broken nose. It hurts like a bitch.
Some bastard tried to mug me. I handled it.
Oh, local guy?
You really think somebody local will try to mug me, Pepe?
Listen, V, I got a problem. Serious this time.
Come on, spin it. What is it now?
It's Kirk. I owe him. Don't pay by tomorrow, said he'd bust my legs. He don't joke about that stuff. Got cartels in his corner.
You in it with Kirk? Every man, woman, and rat in Haywood knows he's a fucking shark.
My bro jumped the joint. Deserve the hero's welcome. I know I fuck up, V.
I'm not going to give him a hard time
I'll
about it.
talk to Kirk, but then you're
It's
gonna
not me.
need one.
Welcome to Cyberpunk2077. Alright, so...
You're saving my life, V. Truly.
Yeah. Sure thing, Pepe. Alright, so guys, what we'll try to do in this game is... there's a lot of... it's very story heavy, so there's a lot of dialogue when I talk, and I'm going to try not to interrupt those if I can avoid it. I'm going to try not to fast forward through stuff playing the way so you can get the whole feel for it. We'll be able to help myself as long as I have to make a comment. Slimy button.
Hey, Kirk. Want to talk?
V, been a while? Spin it. What you need?
Pepe asked me to talk you up.
Shit, dude.
What, he too shy to hand over the Eddies himself? Tell him I don't bite. Not yet.
How's your problem?
Go.
What's he owe you?
Afraid that's client confidentiality. Call it a lot, and leave it at that.
A cred shark with business ethics. Sounds too good to be true.
Well, Merry fucking Christmas.
Cut him some slack, will you? He'll pay. Just need some more time.
Do I look like a priest that runs a charity to you? You borrow Eddies, you gotta pay him back.
Shit
With
has
interest.
glasses, yeah.
It's common fucking knowledge. You suggesting I let a flaky cunt who can't keep a deal off the hook?
No, you let him off because it's me asking.
Huh. You know me. I'm a man of the biz. So I need to know what I get out of it.
Know what, Kirk? I sometimes get the impression you forget you aren't from around here. Pop into Haywood for the occasional visit, sure. But you live far, far away in Pacifica.
What are you getting at?
Getting at, you're probably needing to think before you start something with the local sun.
I'm open to other options.
What's this?
Grab a look.
Cowman.
Cream ride there on the page. Only 4 of them in NC as of now. 1, Rayfield Regional Director. 2, Mayor Ryan. 3, a rental service.
And 4?
Number 4 will belong to my client, just as soon as you clep it for me, that is.
I do this, and Pepe's debt is squared.
Of course. I'm a man of my word, you know that. Whole thing's simple. You swipe the Rayfield for me, I clear Pepe's account. Even toss in a cut for you, I'm such a nice guy. My man Rick works a parking structure by Embers, club where our Rayfield driver likes to kick it. There every Friday night, like clockwork. Soon as you appear, security cam shut down, gate swings up, the road is yours. Just gotta grab the Rayfield and roll out. Simple.
Too simple, buddy.
And your man Rick?
Trust him like my own brother.
Plan sounds shaky as fuck.
Oh, how so?
Sounds like you're looking for a sucker.
This ain't no setup, V. Heard you got a good head. Maybe we help each other make a few Eddies.
Who's the owner?
Just an Arasaka suit from across the water. Spews cash out of every hole in his body.
Here's
And his name?
How would I know? Why would I care? It's a hot item and I know where to find it.
How am I supposed to do this? Expect me to slide under the chassis on a skateboard for a quick hot wire? Fast and easy? Kirk, wheels like this got security systems. Good ones.
This bitty bop works like the key Rayfield techs use for repairs. Opens locks, bypasses identity authorization.
A skeleton key for all Rayfields in the city. Come on, Kirk. Even you don't buy that.
Kabuki's tech wizards sell more magical shit than this under the counter. Have a little faith. So, we all agreed then.
We are.
Glad to hear it. Always said you were a bright bulb. Head to Embers in the Glen. Rick's in the garage. Be waiting for you. You two will hit it off.
Yeah, all right.
Good luck
Anyway.
out there. We'll be in touch.
Notice those glasses there. Just before that. So those glasses, you know, if you guys are familiar with upcoming technology and trends and whatnot, augmented reality glasses. That's something I'm really with. I'm a huge tech guy. I love gadgets, so all that shit. So I'm looking forward to actually having glasses you can wear normally throughout the day, full, battery life that long. Just kind of giving you a heads-up display of everything that's going on through your feed, through notifications from your phone, things like that. I'm super excited. We're getting there. If you look out, there's some stuff going on right now. A lot of them have battery life maybe just a couple hours. Most of them are focused on gaming.
So you're a vet today, huh?
What can I say? War stories rake it in.
There you go,
Here.
buddy. Take
All yours.
So
Knew I saw good in you.
I'm looking forward
God
to
bless.
action. One of the things I've noticed, so Ray-Ban has one out that's they're not augmented reality, but they have cameras.
Cybernetic God comes to devour its children.
Cameras embedded in it, which are great for people like to blog or live stream
Padre.
stuff. But, I don't know.
Well,
Like 300
who
bucks.
do we have here?
Father.
Me? Long time.
Padre.
Didn't know you were around.
Yep. No place like home.
Yeah.
Sebastian Ibarra. Haven't changed a smidge.
No one calls me by my name anymore. Almost forgotten how it sounds.
How are things, Padre?
The same. Haywood. Nothing ever changes here. I'd rather hear about you.
Got back from Atlanta a few weeks ago.
See you got a good down-home welcome. How was it back east?
Tell you later. Got something on my plate.
How about you fill me in now? We'll give you a ride. Marcus, let's go.
Sure.
So where to?
The Glen. Drop me off at Embers.
Front door?
Take the ramp, back of the bar. Show you where to stop.
You heard it, Marcus.
So, I'll get this dialogue going on. So we do have a lot of options on dialogue, and they do have real-world
Your
effects,
return to NC has been good.
effective missions.
Busy already?
And sometimes you'll have a limited time to respond. You'll see it like a status bar that's shrinking down.
2 years gone
I
by.
have one here,
Not much has
not
changed.
too long.
You know Haywood. It has strong roots, ever watered by the same blood. Now, tell me about you.
Pick up something here and there. Nothing major. But
Indeed.
I'm getting by. Appreciate the concern.
So, Atlanta didn't turn out like you expected, huh?
As you can see, I'm back. Been better there, wouldn't have left.
Maybe it'll all work out for the best.
Shit.
6th Street.
Stop the car.
What's going on?
Business. You carry?
No.
Sebastian Ibarra. Looks like it's my lucky day
What do you want?
to settle our biz once and for all. Got an offer for you, Patty, so listen up. Get the fuck out of Vista. Pull your boys off the street. I'll give you the Glen. Done deal. No more restless nights. See how generous I can be?
One
Well,
more
Pat-
fucking word.
Stay out of this. I don't know you.
And I don't know you, which means you're worth shit around here and capable of even less. Well, anything else?
It seems our conversation has come to a close.
Careful, Padre. Never know who's got a barrel at your 6. You neither, shit bucket.
Marcus, please.
Honestly, that was a pretty ballsy move. Man, kind of fights happening
I'm
over here.
pleased to see you have not forgotten your roots. Still haven't lived. So many of the little shits left around here, their spines go soft when they look down a barrel.
Who was that?
No one important. He'll be gone in a week's time. Another will come in his place.
He pulled iron on you.
He did. And he will pay for doing so.
Noticing as I'm watching this, my frame rate definitely has dipped when the streaming
Pull up
of it.
here.
I like to keep it over
Right
30
here.
frames per
I'll just
second.
drop down below.
Getting down to 20s and even
Here,
17 at one
before you
point.
go.
So, could improve it. It's the streaming that's doing it.
Your
I
number.
could downgrade the stream, but I'd rather not.
Maybe
So,
we can also work
if
together.
it bothers you guys, let me know.
Take ourselves back 2
Play some
years.
settings.
Thanks, Padre.
Computer's not a bad one,
Gotta
but it's
go.
not the high end.
So
one
go
either.
with God.
I got it's a Asus Republic Gamer Rogue computer, but it's one of their lower ones.
I'll be damned.
See if this does well. Maybe we'll get some better ones. Definitely need to improve my setup if I can. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, I don't like the jerkiness of it. It's the low frame rate, but no, here's what it is. It's not my bandwidth. I actually got fiber internet, so it's not that. It's going to be purely my graphics card.
V? Status. On location. About to find your man.
Rick's one of the good guys, you'll see. I trust him like a brother.
Yeah, so you said.
So you get calls quite a bit in this game, as well as text messages. When it comes at least to an Xbox controller, I'm sure it's probably the same with the PlayStation. I'm on the computer now, but I'm using an Xbox controller. Just down answers them. If you hold down, you can open up your text messages and go through those too. There's some, you see those little icons. Green's is uncommon. White's common. There's some higher. If you're playing games like this, you're probably used to the color coding. Blue's gonna be a little better. Purple's better. Orange is your legendary stuff. The highest thing components. Oh, I'm just laying around. Like that's just a freaking max stock. That's
Something I can help you with.
short in health. That's just all of the game.
You Rick?
Yep. You with Kirk?
Yep.
Cameras are blind. You got 20 minutes.
Here we go. So we got here. Custom wheels, not bad looking, not bad at all.
Kirk. I see the ride.
There we go.
Your
It's the
moment
right
to
field.
shine, kiddo. Good luck.
It's a pretty one. We'll get one or two of these later in the game for ourselves.
Let's take this piece of wonder tech for a whirl.
You're a man of little faith. See? We're rich. Now fire her up and call me when you're underway. Tell you where to go.
Here we go.
Looks like this will be a cool breeze.
Oh. Hey,
Get the
everybody.
fuck out.
Oh, that's barely got there.
Get the fuck out.
Okay. Easy.
He's probably.
Nothing personal, compa. Just biz. Rayfield's mine.
What, man? Never heard of thieves' honor? Finders keepers? I was first.
Listen, only one or two ways to do this. Friendly
Too
or
much to see,
fucked
looks
up.
like.
Either way, the ending's the same. I'm taking the car.
What? What are you doing?
Que chingados?
Yeah. Jeez, it's the first.
You're under arrest.
Stay where you are!
Head where I can see you. Nice and slow.
On the ground, motherfuckers, now!
Go down. Go down.
Jackie Wells, my old pal from the hood. See you haven't grown an ounce wiser.
Hey! Detective Stintz. Been a while, huh?
Inspector Stintz.
Same shit.
Speaking of, your mug's familiar too. Come on, spit it out.
Yeah?
I'm waiting.
Yours ain't to me.
Left for Atlanta, looking for a slice of happiness. Guess you didn't find it. I've always maintained it's the same for all you termites in Haywood. Born here, live here, die here. Looks like I was right. Rat got your tongue?
You know, fuck all about me.
Truth hurts, huh? Just watch your tone. I'm not a patient man.
Come on, Stintz. Give us a break, huh? You lock us up, let's just jerk off till trial. And then what? Worst case, we get some months. Hell, standing room only nowadays in El Bote. So, They'll probably be out early.
Are these the thieves?
Fuck, he's
Ordinary
here.
street trash.
Got him in custody, Mr. Fujioka. We'll be taking him now.
It's a waste of effort. I have no time to testify or play at an investigation.
Suggesting we let him go, sir?
I suggest you toss them in the sea. Cuff leg's broken so this trash doesn't float.
You heard him.
Fuck.
There we go. Ow. There's a no.
Fucker.
Honestly, for a sec there, things looked iffy. Wasn't sure we'd worm out of that alive.
Nah, Stints wouldn't do us like that.
You sure about that?
Mm-hmm. He's Hayward born, bred, and grown like us. Hates suits as much as you do. Did what he had to do. That's it.
If I hadn't come, you'd be cruising Night City in sexy wheels right now.
Nah, come on. Job was toxic from the start.
Keep
Even
Kirk up,
Kabuki
bro.
under the counter magic can't get around an alarm like that. Should've known I'd have the PD on my ass.
So, maybe now, as God ordained. Jackie Wells.
V.
I know you. You hang at the Coyote.
Wait, Wells? Like Mama Wells? Thought I'd recognize the name.
She's my blood, all right. Coyote's her dive. It's strange you and I never met before.
Got the job to steal those wheels at the Coyote. From Kirk.
You work with that sewer slug?
Pepe wasn't big and can't afford to pay, so I stepped up.
Man, gotta wonder about Pepe letting slimy Kirk boss him around like that.
Heard what they say. He's backed by cartels.
Cartels? No, listen. I know those cartel types, and I guarantee you, none of them have even heard of Kirk. El Cabron's gotta learn. He don't do people in Haywood dirty. Come on, let's go have some lunch.
Lunch?
You would not believe my mama's chili. Best in town. Getting one of my good feelings.
About what?
About us. Sense a kind of chemistry, you know? Come on. I'm fucking starved.
Okay, food it is. Let's go.
Hello there, Night City!
So just let intro. I'm gonna go grab.
And we got another day ahead
I'll
of
be
us
back.
in this city of dreams. Ooh, I love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her. Every new day here means 100 new arrivals, but only half these gonks will survive a year, and that's if it's a good one. And why do these peeps come to NC? Well, to be street samurai like Morgan, Blackhand, and Waylon Boa Boa. The greater the risk, the bigger the bounty, kids. Or so they say. But you can only be a major league player for so long. The faster you live, the faster you burn out. If you don't get a bullet to the brain first. NC's legends. Know where you'll find most of them? The graveyard. Matters not where you're from. Matters not where you start. What matters here is the walk you walk. In Night City. The city of dreams.
Chick we're looking for is somewhere in this building. Probably crawling with the pendejos that kidnapped her. Eyes and ears open, all right? Speaking of which, got you a little something. Militech training shard. case you need to brush up on your dance moves. Down for some target practice in VR?
Normally I'd skip this, but for you guys' sake, let's go ahead and do it.
Sure. Why the hell not?
Let's begin with basic combat training. This session will be recorded for subsequent evaluation. This course is designed to reinforce your fundamental combat abilities and hone your reflexes. The skills you gain here will help you survive, even excel on the battlefield. I will train you to be effective with firearms, to use stealth tactics to your advantage, and to hack into enemy networks. Because at Militech...
Blah, blah, blah.
Man, Militech can't encrypt for shit. But they clearly got drill and jarheads in their blood. Now, Station 1, you maggot! Move, move, move! Hope you're ready to bust ass through this fascist playground. Let's blast through a tactical target practice program. You know, a little warm-up.
Hamilton AF, Lexington. Oh, bad one. It's actually an automatic pistol.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd find that too tough. What do you say we crank it up a notch?
Nope.
Not bad. But it's more realistic if
Oh,
the
yeah.
target's packing iron.
Apex.
Quit standing around and take cover. You took a hit. Use a reanimator to patch yourself up.
That's just the up button on the arrow button.
Head to the training area when you're good to go. Oh, look. Brought some chooms with him this time. You know what to do.
Have to move up a bit.
Dream work, V.
An AK
Stand
clone.
on the platform and we'll move on. Hacking's the next item on the menu. Might notice I tweaked the course material a bit. This training module will teach you how to apply technological tools. Work a little hack magic on the screen to distract the guard.
Distract enemies. TV's glitching again.
Corpo trash. Style over substance. Good. Now take him out quietly.
Crouch, you move silently.
All right,
Boom.
all yours. Take him out.
Boom. Killed.
Never smart to leave behind any trace of your handiwork. Especially the dead kind. Now pick up the body and hide it somewhere.
There's a convenient spot. Oh yeah, dump bodies.
Okay. Now, try to take him down in one slick move.
Boom, yeah.
Think you're ready to try hacking some gonks in real time? Have fun!
Control the camera. Breach. Alright, this is a little mini game to do with the breach. It's not too hard. Basically, it shows you the sequence that you need to get that particular thing, which is the ice pick, which just reduces your quick hack, makes it cost less resources to use your quick hacks. If you decide to go with the net runner route, there's quite a few perks that will reduce that or give you additional RAM units, which is kind of like the resource you use to do these types of hacks. So anyway, so that's 55, 55, ED, 55. So what you're going to do is you're going to start, and the counter doesn't start until you actually pick your first one. And this is actually not going to let me actually do it. It's going to show, it's going to guide you through it. So you got 55. And you move down to the second 55 there. So you start at the top and move down. Then you can move either left or right, in which case it's just right. There's one left column, there's BD, and then back up to the 55.
Now, detonate the grenade.
So we got that. We're on detonate the grenade. 8 RAM units. What? What? Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Booyah.
See? Just needed to shut your brain down and follow orders. In true Militech fashion. Under my wise command, you're a real champ. Take your spot on the podium.
You guys have any experience in the military, specifically Army, any ground combat? I know when I went through the basic training, we had a whole grenade.
You're not a gonk-brained Militech recruit.
Quiet, T-Bug.
Get moving.
I'm talking. The whole ground or grenade course. Seeing real grenades go off, they're so different from what you see in the video games or movies or anything. There's one almost no flame. It's just concussive force.
Not too shabby.
But
Militech's algorithms put
they
you
always
on a
get that
decent
wrong.
run. Got additional modules if you want to hone any other skills. Or you finish up, Delta out now. But remember, the street's not going to give you any hints or second chances.
Yeah, we're about to do stealth stuff, so I'm not going to worry about that. I said we're going to do it, but yeah. It's always slow going here. No, fucking fine. Fine, do it.
Right. So first, let's shape up those stealth skills.
One thing you learn about me is I'm very much a completionist. I hate leaving stuff undone. So, forward. We're going to have to sneak through all these guards. First, we're going to tag them. So this, with the Xbox controller, it's going to be the left button. Brings up your optic implant, which allows you to kind of view things through that. Allows you to kind of look through, get some information on them. We have them all tagged. Now we can actually tag them by depressing the right stick. Ooh, see a little either side of the arrows pop up. Helps you track them when you're moving around stealthily. You can see them on your mini map up there. Ooh. There we go. Crouch. This area you can't actually engage. We just need to engage if you fail. So we need to get through there without being seen. Little tricky. Sometimes it's actually not the easiest way to do it. There's nothing you can do to actually. Yeah. This guy's looking straight at you, so there's not much you can do there. But you get some time. They don't necessarily notice you right away. So you can go a little faster. Excuse me.
Find cover, quick.
Hasn't quite figured it out yet.
Nice. Now, move slowly towards the exit.
So if you
Stay out of sight.
eye icon, that little reverse field goes back down, empties out. And you can do it again. Although they do seem to be a little more quicker to spot you when you do that.
Stealthy now, V. You ever relive a ninja BD? Just like that. Nova, well done. On to the next
Almost didn't
area.
make that one. No, normally I would have just taken the guy out, not worried too much about it, but here's what it is. He doesn't really like to do
Now
that
the
there.
same thing, only with the camera.
Now the camera, you'll notice as you watch it, you see those little red lines. It kind of, basically it's looking at a square rectangle moving back and forth. It doesn't really lay it out on the ground for you, but that's basically what it's doing. It'll move back.
Sightseeing?
Quiet, T-Bub. And Reza couldn't go through there. Let the camera swing back around. Now, the thing about these cameras, and why I recommend staying with the Cyberdecks and not going with the Sandevastans or the Berserk. I've tried them. I've tried builds with them. I don't think they're worth it. Because with the Cyberdecks, you can deactivate the cameras. You can make them friendly, where they won't notify anybody of you, but they will highlight the enemies. And so they're really helpful, especially when you're going through. If you do a net runner, there's even the mass hacks you can do that. As soon as you find one camera in the network, it'll deactivate all of them, or you can do a mass effect on them for a period of time, 3 or 5 minutes, I think it was. And that's kind of handy too if you're moving quickly.
Nice work today. Just stand on the platform to exit the sim. All right, some advanced combat techniques for dessert. Then we wrap this party up.
Advanced combat. So,
Time to get down and dirty in close quarter combat.
hooah.
Take him down. But careful. Looks tough.
Alright, see that? That red skull usually means that guy's gonna be kind of tough. Good thing about this game, though, when you do a quiet takedown, it doesn't actually matter. Some games it makes it difficult, like if you played Far Cry, and they're actually uses the same type of iconography, but if you try to take them down, it won't let you. But this one, it doesn't matter. As long as you can sneak up when you get to them, you can take them out. Oh, and you know what? I take that back. I am wrong.
Okay, that'll do. Now maybe we find someone closer to your weight class.
There you go. Fast attack. Just tap that right trigger. Oh no. Take it. Hold down the right trigger for strong. Boom. Easy. Easy peasy. Right now we're going to block them.
Let's bump things up from easy to normal.
So that right
This
trigger,
next fool can block your attacks.
or left trigger, sorry. Oh, I'm supposed to hit him. Ah! Come on now. Oh, fast attacks, my bad. There we go. Alright, a strong attack, break it. Boom. I have to block him.
Dull bit coming up now. Blocking blows instead of dealing.
He actually does the right fist. I forgot to take any martial arts build. When you make a fist, you don't put your thumb underneath it. You're going to break your thumb to do that when you punch or whatever on top. So they do that right. Good enough.
Now this fool loses his footing every time he swings. Use that. Get in there and land a counter punch.
Okay. kind of cool. You got to time it just right. You know, you get it slows down like that. Alright, dodging.
I like that. V, want to see this fool punch in air next. Don't let him land anything.
Yeah, sorry about that, too there. Oh. It's not like any of those. There's one. Well, didn't like that one. Oh, jump attack. That's why I messed it up. There we go. I messed it up. Feel like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Oh, he still hit me that, even though I... Man. Now they do all that. Like you can block, you can dodge, you can that. But honestly, you just get on them and just start pounding. That's what's worked best for me.
You've done well
Boom.
in mastering the way of the fool, young apprentice.
So yeah,
Let's
just
move on to
nail.
melee weapons.
Katana. Yeah, baby. Sure. Melee works the same way as fist. Same moves, same block, and everything. Finish him. Again, just run into him. I'll say it. Sometimes I try to play with them
Now
because
show me what you've learned.
there's some perks when it comes to using blades with blocking and dodging. You can get some bonuses if you do them correctly. I don't really use them. I just plow into it. I don't even try to do that. Don't even waste the perks on it, in my opinion.
Good stuff. Looks like you're cruising already. Hop on the platform.
Okay. Completionist. We're done. Let's get out of here. Let's do the actual first mission. Yeah, we're already like halfway through the stream, guys. Sorry, I'm spending hours since we started. That's the thing with this game, especially if you don't skip the dialogue, you're really going through all of it. It can take a long time just to do some
Not
basic
bad, huh?
mainline missions.
Now we can get down to biz.
Will Kako give you any tips and tricks for the job?
I'm not your mother. Just do what I pay you for. It's easy work. Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay. I actually have access to the full menu, so let's go over that real quick just to show you guys. Crafting, well, yeah, crafting, there we go. So there's all the crafting items. You'll get, if you start playing the crafting skill, you'll actually get more. Some pop up. Some plans you can buy. These are handy down here too, especially if you're using firearms like we're going to be doing. You can build, you just make your own ammo from basic parts, which is nice. You don't have to buy it. Any kind of spec. That's the full menu, breaks it down. Then you can also upgrade all of your stuff, which is why I recommend using technical skill and doing crafting. Inventory, here's what you guys look like. One of the, I'll call it a relatively recent update. Allows you to actually make outfits, from your closet and your apartment, which we haven't gone to yet, but I'll show you here when we get there. And you can actually wear whatever items you want, best items you want, and still get the look you want by going through the outfit. We'll go over that later. You're using a basic Unity pistol here. It's going to be a power pistol. Power pistols will ricochet, and you can do additional damage with them. I honestly, I don't really ever worry too much about the ricocheting aspect of it. But, there it is. They're also upgradable. They're probably the most upgradable ones. The other ones you got are tech, which don't really... Their upgrades are a little more limited. They have other things. They can be charged. They can do additional damage. We'll show you that here in a little bit. Of course, we got the map. Here's the whole city, Night City. Pretty impressive job designing. It's pretty good. This is your Badlands out here. And on your inventory, you can actually go over your cyberware. Most of the stuff has to be done when you go to Ripper Dock. You can upgrade some of the stuff, arms, hands. So they'll have little mods that you can do to them, or also your cyber deck, which will allow you to put your quick hacks in them. You don't need the side Ripper Dock for that. But
later. This way.
So, going this way. I do recommend picking up all items you see. One of the perks you can get with on the tech side of the crafting is actually some of that automatic will break stuff down or improves the breakdown. And when you do that, it gives you stuff to work with when you upgrade your items, which I think is good first part of the game. But as you get going and the stuff you find, it all skills with your skill levels up with you, and but also increases in price. So right now the stuff's all pretty cheap. You're not gonna get much money for any of it. So might as well break it down. But later on.
Targets Sandra Dorset. Target's Biomon went mute a couple hours back. Suspected abduction. Target could have possibly flatlined already. Not sure you're in time.
We're in time, Bug. We. Sure you're on phones, but that don't make you any less part of this squad.
Squad. Charming.
Bug, could at least try to be nice.
Same team, buddy. Same team.
Call the damn helpline.
Yeah. Guns out. Sorry, Jack.
Looking for 1237. Target should be inside, but I got zero eyes on her Biomon. Fingers crossed it's not too late.
Is that you?
I hate this life or death
Back
shit.
inside.
Hurry. Try hacking the door. Think you can trip it on your own, V?
I don't know how this is going to work out. I mean, I chose the underwear option on character creation. I don't know if that affects the rest of the game. We're about to find out. I will warn you guys, this is rated a mature game. There is nudity in it. Let's see. Let's get some right around the corner here. See if that covers it up.
Are we fucking late?
It does not.
Is that her? Is that our target, V?
It is not.
Sandra Dorset's protected under Echelon 2 corporal immunity. Our girl's top shelf. This one's back in Black Market Zeta Tech repros. Typical back alley fix-ups. Not our lucky gal. Let's keep looking.
V, mira. Eyes up. Pendejos ahead.
Dickheads.
Drop it quiet, V.
You have the option to kill or not kill. You just knock them out. If you knock them out and somebody finds them, they can revive them. Now you run into these guys. These are shards that you can find. And a lot of it's just like information about the world. Sometimes they'll get some background information. Sometimes you might find some extra stuff on the map, maybe little side things. But for the most part, it's just information about the world. It kind of tells you about all the background, cyberware, and it's leading to cyberpsychosis. Let's talk about that down there. Yeah, I don't think I've actually read this before. Actually, if you guys watch Netflix's series Edge Runner, you get a lot of that. Pretty grim stuff, guys. Oh yeah, so when you knock them in there, if you take them straight there, it'll drop all their stuff in a little baggie. Nice little baggie for you. Go around.
On your toes. More bodies incoming. They're almost on you.
These fucking screamers. Oh, yeah, V. They're coming.
Yeah.
Wait for your chance. Pick the prick off. Cabrones. Ticas locas. Let's wait and plan a spree.
aesthetic-wise, I actually prefer the revolvers, but our Unity is still going to see those little red arrows. Indicates whether or not the firearm, or whatever it is better than what you currently have. And these currently are not. That's Lexington. Lexington's not bad. I mean, like I said before, it's the only really full auto handgun, I believe, if I can think about it. Unity is a power pistol, single semi-auto. Not bad. You got power revolver and a Nova. Usually revolvers typically do more damage, but in a single shot. But they're lower DPS. Like if you look at it, so you got the current equipped on the Unity. You go below the 72.1 DPS, which is damage per second. If you're not familiar with the term, damage is 18.23 per 18.23 damage per shot, but you get 3.43 attacks per second, which ends up giving you more damage per second than you could get with a revolver. And the revolver does 28 to 35 damage per single shot. Now, one thing that you can consider later on, one reason I like to use revolvers, especially when I drop a suppressor on them for stealth, you can do more damage with that single shot. So you'll do a lot more critical damage, a lot more damage, especially if you get a headshot, and they're a little more effective if you're not trying to pump out that downrange. That's why I typically prefer them. But right now, our guys sowing skill at this time. We're going to try to focus on putting more lead downrange. So that's why we're going to stick with the Unity for now. I'm not going to worry about upgrading anything.
Move on, move up. I'm behind you, V.
I like to do these all stealth. I prefer stealth if I can. So you're going to grab this guy. There we go. You can drag him backwards. Now, you can only do that for so long. The more skill you got, the longer you can do it. But eventually they will fight you on it. And there's a shotgun. Okay, we'll go over multiple weapons this way. So you can actually carry up to 3 different weapons on you. That's a Satera shotgun. You can flip them with the Xbox controller. It's the Y. The hands, pistol, got it. Pull them out of the way and finish them. No, it's ninjutsu. It's considered ninjutsu, so I mean, it's a skill-based use system. I'll go over here after I get my first level up. Let's see here. Okay, so Jack, he was kind of take the other guy down for me. So like, you can tell from that mini-map up there, there's a guy sitting over here. You see his little cone, which is the cone that he sees. There he is right there. We'll mark him. So we can reboot him, or we can short circuit him. Short circuit's a non-lethal takedown. Especially when you get better with hacks, it's not a bad one at all. It's really good at taking down both live and mechanical things. Now, little knowledge though is that this guy will eventually walk over there. So if you don't want to risk it, you want to do it completely by stealth. Not any huge benefit to it per se, but Jackie will comment on it. I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's go ahead. I'm going to reboot his optics. When you do that, you won't be able to see. Walk up to him. Ooh, to the face.
Don't see any movement on the sensors. Looks like you got him. Clear to go.
Shit, where the hell's our target?
Now
Look
this,
around. Gotta be there
the
somewhere.
HMGs, these you can only carry in your hands. You can't put them in your inventory. So you pick it up and it'll just do that. But if you switch weapons, it goes back on the ground. There's LMGs, which light machine guns, which you can carry around. The HMGs you can just fine while you're out.
Flat out doubted we could be that sneaky.
Alright, so Jack is still talking about being sneaky. It's like I never
Not my
actually
favorite way to roll, but Nova anyway.
never actually detected us, so it's considered a stealth kill. Okay, so I didn't think about the time. This is actually a tech double barrel shotgun. Tech has ability to charge. I don't know if you noticed it when I was shooting the guy, a little meter started to go, but since I forgot it was a tech, I didn't charge it. If I charged it, I probably could have killed him in one go with it, but didn't. So there's that. Go over here. So I got you out. Day the tower fell. So there's like some. This talks about the day the Arasaka Tower went down. We'll find out about more of it later in the involvement of the characters in the game and that. Yeah. Sure, why not? Now you can always go on people's computers. Messages are usually, sometimes there's good stuff there, sometimes not. This is somebody talking shit to Victor. who we will see later. And you can also just access the internet and go look at different things. I never actually went through much of this. Alright, so over here. And people in the top full box. And there's Sandra.
Think I got her.
Come on, Sandra.
Got our target.
We make it? She alive?
About to find out.
V, jack into her biomon. Need to know what we're dealing with.
Jacking
This
in.
does not look good.
So I had the option to ask about the other body. I don't worry about it because the way I take V, focused on the mission. And he's not part of the mission. She is.
Sandra Dorset, NC570442. Trauma Team Platinum.
Platinum? Shit. Trauma should have swooped in if she sneezed.
Guessing they jammed the transmitter, Sig. Looking at a hacked biomon, firmware reconfig, or a neurovirus.
Carajo, T-Bug. You ain't seeing this place. This is tubs, ice, hooks, and cleavers.
Scott Muncher's hack, huh? Got an idea. Check her
Probably should drag her out the ice path.
Find a shard? Yeah, pull it. That'll be what's muting the biomon.
Found the shard. Removing now.
Yeah, I'm not going to question T-Bug. She's a net runner. She
Anything
should know.
change?
Greetings, Sandra. If you are conscious, assume recovery position now. An emergency evacuation unit has been dispatched and is due to arrive at your location in 180 seconds.
Biomon claims Trauma will be here in 3 minutes.
Your premium plan will cover 90% of the projected costs of your rescue and treatment.
Ay, pobrecita. Let's get her off that ice.
Jack, look sharp. Not done yet. Don't know who's out there.
Locked and ready, hermano. Do your thing.
Jack is a good guy, but he gets caught up in the moment. Could use a reminder. No, those options. None of that changes anything. It's just top options.
Flatlining.
She going down. She's going down.
V, need to know what's
Jackie,
going on.
air hypo. Fuck, this is bad.
Hey, catch,
There you
vato!
go. And boom. Adrenaline to the heart, baby.
I think... Holy shit, it worked.
Fuera, cabrón. Get
All
her
right.
outside.
Let's get her going.
Scav rats abandoning ship. Must have seen Trauma. Decided to cut their losses.
Alright, Trauma's incoming. After them, they are a heavily armed ambulance service. Expensive. Generally just corpos that have it. Or the wealthy.
Place the patient on the ground.
Yeah.
5 steps back. Now.
So I guess Sandra, there's the option to not save her if you don't do that whole air hypo thing earlier. But you do actually talk to her later. You do get an additional mission off of her, so I recommend saving her. Plus, it's also your job.
70 milligrams dopamine, 110 norepinephrine, 800 fibrinogen.
Look on. Alright, let's get going.
Let's get out of here. Elevator gets us to the garage direct.
Good work. Shit show's over. Cutting my wires now. See you in the near future.
Listen, mano. I got this thing. Mind if I borrow your wheels?
Hmm.
I got a date with Misty, but I can't take the metro. How's it gonna look for me?
What is that?
Won't leave you hanging, Jack. But don't get used to it.
You're saving my ass, V. Thank you. How about I drive you home, huh?
She's all yours. I'm beat as it is.
Oh, almost forgot. Should get Wakako in the hollow. Tell her the job's done.
Alright, so access the phone. You'll hold down the down button, like it says there. Call, just hit A. Wakako's one of our fixers.
V, how did it go? Our client is alive and well.
Relatively well. Trauma team took her off our hands. She'll recover.
Splendid. Your payment awaits you. Ready to come and grab whenever you like, even right away. But I guess home is the only place you wish to be now. The NCPD has surrounded Watson. The district is closed. If you're to make it past the cordon, you must move fast.
Thanks for the heads up. Swing by to see you later. Word's out the NCPD is gonna put Watson on lockdown. If I'm gonna sleep in my own bed tonight, we better put it in 5th.
Leave it to me, mano. I'm driving.
Jackie, take the wheel.
Stop digging Night City.
City like any other, just bigger.
Nah, mano. Not just any other city. Morgan Blackhand, Andrew Wayland, Adam Smasher. Legends are born here. Man, I'm starving. Let's grab a tight bite. What do you say?
Jackie, they're locking down Watson, remember?
Oh, shit. You're right. Is it just me, or... I knew it. Dragging her ass, tailing us. Galo, I don't like this, V. I want tight fit. Scabs! Hijo de puta!
Fucking drive, Jackie!
Woo. Come on, V!
Lag him there. Flame right.
Can't keep her steady!
There's a bit of auto aiming, so sometimes it helps to kind of aim and let go when you start losing your target.
Got you, assholes! V, aim for the driver! Chingado!
Woo, there we go. There's not too many of those sequences in this game where you have to shoot the gun from a vehicle.
Sorry.
You don't, especially later on, if you don't have the pistol skill, it does make it a little tricky, but typically it's not a game changer. Unless it blows your vehicle up. That can happen. So. Yeah. Windshield got a hole in it.
Damn. Pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, got mechs and everything, dude.
Watson's on lockdown to further notice. Necessary security measure.
Officer, ma'am. Damn, are we ever lucky we ran into you.
Really? What's it that makes me so special?
Heart of gold? Because only somebody with a heart of gold can understand just how much I need to get back to my girl.
Your girl?
Uh-huh. Gonna be worried sick if I don't show. I mean, I'm trying to be a stand-up guy. She's giving me a chance. Waiting.
That's a shame.
Look at him. No model citizen, maybe, but he's a good kid.
Let them through.
Jackie's got a
Take
silver
the
tongue, I'll tell you that. You can definitely schmooze.
On your way.
You have a good evening now, officer.
It's a big old teddy bear.
You took a liking, do you?
Devotion I demonstrated, grabbed her by the gut.
Right.
Right, Jackie.
I'm loyal, stable in my affections.
Mm-hmm.
And unassuming. You get it.
Uh-oh.
Check it out, V.
Carjacking. Ooh, tax here. Going down.
You look like your average bust.
This ain't your average badges. It's Max Tac. NCPD's apex predators. MTAC rolls in when things fly out of hand. Conk's out there, though. Just a midday snack for him.
Yeah.
Well, show's over. Poor bastards.
On the Delta.
They had it coming.
Moving. Yep, and as it says, you can skip the rides. Once you finish the dialogue, it'll give you that option. Sometimes you got, if you're pressed on time or whatever, you can skip through all the dialogue and just skip the ride and get there, shave some time off. But we're not far from where we're going.
Almost a cure place.
There we are.
What about you? Not likely to make it back to Haywood now.
Kill V? They'll let me through.
Sure about that?
Oh yeah, I'll play nice Jackie again. Sweet dreams then.
Hey, Jack.
Tell Misty I said hi.
I will. Ahí luego.
Yeah, really waiting for me to get out of the car. Alright, we got a first level up.
Satisfy your instincts.
Let's take us up to our complex apartments. See Bug?
Bug.
Forgot earlier. A runner I know has something you could probably use. Zip in your deets.
Yeah, that'll get us some quick hacks. Kind of a little further tutorial, I guess you'd say, on the quick hack portion of it. Alright, there we go. Now, see that right there? That is a little penthouse suite mansion, really. We'll meet who it belongs to later, and I'll point it out. And if you go online and look around, they'll talk about this as being V's secret mansion. It does come into play at the very end of the game, but it's not one you can normally go to. You used to be able to kind of get there in a roundabout way with some special mods. You could go up to off the building here and drop down to it, but I haven't tried it in a while. My understanding is that they patched it, so you can't do it anymore.
Gates busted again. Third time.
So, what? Paid to get it fixed the last two. Gotta be some kind of scam. Gonna have a word with the super.
Alright, here we are. Alright, gotta check our weapon stash. A nice weapons room. That's standard in these apartments. They have a weapons room. I got some ammo. It's rifle. Alright, we'll look at our stash here. Got some stuff up there. So some of the add-ons that they'll give you, I think this Black Unicorn Katana here comes from when you set up an account with them. And I do recommend setting up an account because I play this game on a couple of different platforms. Both the computer, I have a Steam Deck too, which is an awesome piece of equipment if you guys have never used it. And then on my Xbox. And it does allow for cross-platform play, which is nice. Got some better gear here, some shirts, it's innerwear, some outerwear. These pants. So this stuff here is the stuff I was wearing in the intro portion. I don't know why I gave me a knife, it's random. And some grenades. I can drop some stuff in there if I need to. It's a good storage place. Pretty much for the most part, the only thing I really store are unique items. Like this is, the Wolf School jacket is a rare. It's a reference to The Witcher, if you're familiar with that. Galaxy t-shirt. I'm not sure what that reference is. Oh, probably a game I haven't played. And then another Witcher Wolf School t-shirt. So we'll go ahead and grab those because they're better anyway. Katana. We'll grab it for now because we're going to use some blades. I plan on doing mana sweats with this guy, so I won't be using katanas forever. Get out of there. We'll do the inventory first. Go over here, replace that shirt, wolf shirt. Yeah, it's got the little Witcher logo on it. And we'll go ahead and put an outerwear on, which is that jacket, the Witcher jacket. Or I could have done that one. There's an option too. But hey, let's go with the Witcher jacket. There we go. Look at Geralt of Rivia. Let's see. We picked up some lower stuff. Oh, I thought we did. Maybe not. I picked up those boots. But they're, look at it, they're red. So the little red arrow means they're not. They're actually worse than what I currently have. They do, if you look at them, have increased movement speed. So they do have a mod on them. Makes you a little bit faster. So you could take a 0.9 hit on the armor and get a little faster walk run time. See what they look like. Yeah, little boots. Whichever. And you can always, of course, I can change all of it by just going to crafting. Upgrades. Well, I actually don't have any stuff to upgrade with yet, so that's not an option. I could break some of this down. I don't want to break any of that down. Which reminds me, normally I like to put, you know, they're not really important. And with the new wardrobe, with the wardrobe system, you don't really need it to keep the stuff or hang on to it. But I like to keep the V stuff. I'll throw it back in there real quick. I don't need that. So what we'll do with this guy, go back to it. That was there. And on the Xbox controller, you hold down the Y button, break it down, and you get some common items. I don't think it's going to be enough to do anything with, but let's check here real quick. Oh, wait, that's crafting. Hold on. Upgrades. Yeah, it's not enough to do anything with yet, but yeah, so it is. Alright, and let's go look at our upgrades since we can level up now. So you can level up once time, get all the way up to 50 is going to be your cap. So you can get 50 points to add on to this. So currently we got 4, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And we got one use of 23, so 23 minus 48. 50, 60, yeah, 70, was that 72? Same one? Yeah. Anyway, that's what you got to work with. Like I said, I have a spreadsheet I made, so if anyone's interested, I can share it somewhere somehow. It helps you kind of guide yourself through picking out what you're going to do with your character. Right now, so we're going to leave. I'm not going to mess with intelligence at all. It's just not something I need for this particular build. Body is good for athletics, which will, and of course, give you the whole rundown of what it does there. Yeah, so remember I mentioned when you grapple with somebody, when you grab them from behind, you only have a certain amount of time. But with more body, the higher the body, higher strength, you can do it for longer. And let's see here. Reflexes, technical ability. Let's go ahead and just do this one because we're going to ride it out. On this particular build, I'm not gonna cap. Well, I'm not going to cap any of these actually. I'm only going to take them up to 18. There are some extra bonuses when you get to the higher end, where you get to 16, 18, 11. There's 20. Yeah, so there's some around 20. Like this is for assault. So it's going to be rifles and submachine guns. Get you up there. Some of them, I mean, they're good, but they're not, horrible. So I don't always want. Maybe that one's I can stand still on, which is normally when I'm shooting rifles and guns. I'm moving, so if I'm not standing still, it's not going to help me out much anyway. So I don't usually worry about that. So I'm just going to add the body on this particular one, and one I recommend doing immediately when it comes to the perks. Go to do cold blood. You just get at least one. You don't even have to worry about this one just yet, but get at least one cold blood. I'd recommend doing it right away. Because cold blood, as you see, after defeating an enemy, you gain cold blood for 7 seconds, increased movement speed. Now, it's not that we're going for. What we're going for actually down here is the skill progression rewards. So you got a bunch of them, all the way up to 20. And when you get to 20, that's what opens up this guy here, which, I mean, not bad. It's good stuff. But really what I think you're worried about, too, is, let's see here. So it gives you those little bonuses. You notice that one's increased crit chance by 1%, armor by 3, perk points. And occasionally when you get a one, it'll just give you an extra perk point to play with, which is nice. There's 2 right there. That's health increase, stamina, distances. So it's good to have. And all you need to do is just have one. So it'll just work passively in the background. So after you kill somebody, it activates, and you'll get progression towards that. It'll add up pretty quickly. So I'd say get one that's worth it, even though you kind of pass up on some of this other stuff that's useful. I usually always, like I said, get at least some stuff in Ninjutsu. You don't have to do a ton, but there's some good stuff in there as well. Most of my focus will be on the reflexes, which is going to be handguns, what we're looking at. Handguns and blades, which increases reload time, damage, crit multipliers, things like that. Blades, when you're looking with Mantis blades, which is what we're planning on doing in the long run, we're not going to worry too much about some of the endurance stuff, because Mantis blades don't use much in the way of endurance. Katanas do. So we can ignore some of that stuff. And I guess that comes really more with just experience, but there's some that you can avoid because you really don't make use of them. For example, when I do assault, which we're not doing on this particular build, there's a lot of stuff that you get when you bonus you'll get while you're taking cover. Yeah, reduces recoil behind cover. I typically don't shoot from behind cover. In real life, I would, clearly. But in this game, I just think it's better to move fast and not worry about the cover. Just run up on them while you're firing. So I completely ignore those and use those perks elsewhere. And then technical ability. Crafting is going to be pretty useful. This will get you to rare items pretty quickly. More components of disassembling. And this one is the nice one because you pick up a bunch of junk stuff, it automatically disassembles and gives you that stuff to work with. At the very least, you're going to want it for ammo if you're using a gun inspector person. Oh man, look at that. If you guys haven't played, or if you're not into sci-fi stuff, you haven't watched movies, you may not get a lot of references, but this game draws heavily from Blade Runner. If you guys have ever seen Blade Runner, it stars Harrison Ford. They did make a sequel to it here not too long ago with, was that Ryan Gosling, I think? Both good movies. There's both are referenced in this game. The first one mainly, but there are some second references to the second one, which I'll point out when we come across them. Look at that. Awesome city. Hey, Jackie.
Oh, V. You get any sleep? No matter. Time you got up.
I think I might have caught something when I jagged into that Corpo's biomon. I know, neurovirus or... Need to see Vic. Let him tell me what's got my head reeling, my stomach churning.
Okay, let me take you. I brought you a ride. Throw on some threads, meet me downstairs.
Okay. Alright, yeah, this is just referencing. You can change your appearance anytime you want by going to the mirror. You can go in there, you can look at it, you can make faces at yourself for some freaking reason, but you can do that. Change facial expression. Change appearance. I mean, I'm fine with how my guy looks, so I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm going to be done there. But you guys get it. You can definitely play around with that. We kind of look at some of that stuff in the character creation. It's pretty much the same menu. Here's some bounce back. Food and drink. Nice thing to have. When you're, if you have invested in body, you're not going to have the health regen. So you can always go to your, not that one, backpack. And go to your food, which is going to be rough. Yeah, right there. Looks like the pill. And you can drink or eat food. We slept, so I should be back up to snuff. Food, hydration, helps your stamina regen. Oh, I don't have any food on me, actually. Yeah. So I think... Yeah. Alcohol, there's alcohol like that. Honestly, there's like no good reason to drink alcohol in the game. It doesn't give you any beneficial stuff that I'm aware of. And of course you got your health restores, your bounce backs, and your max stocks. That's instant, and then the bounce back is an over time health regen. When you're using them, if you look at this, I'll show you, and you use it by hitting up, you can select which one you want to do, and once it uses up all of one, it'll skip to the next one. So if you use up all of your instant restores, like the max stocks, it'll automatically go to the bounce back. Just be aware of that when you're in combat. And this is the wardrobe I was talking about. It's nice. Oh, some money. Oh, some free stuff there. And radio. I don't know about you guys, man. When I started getting into this, I went and I found the soundtrack from the game. It's some good stuff. Refuse does a lot of it. It's I think he's Swedish. He's a punk guy, and he does a really good job. So he voices the Carrie Jordan in his songs. You will meet later. Yeah. It's good stuff. Anyway, I've got a whole playlist on my YouTube music I play with that. Let's see, we got, let's go back. Now we just picked up some clothing. I might go check some of that real quick. There's a hat. Let's wear the hat. Sure, why not? Got some new uppers. Oh, I took my jacket off. I like those. Not too bad. It's kind of weird though. I mean, with nothing attached to it, then why are you wearing it? But yeah, hey, whatever. Style, right? There's my jacket. It's probably the better one. Yeah, also got, is that Second Conflict? Second Conflict biker jacket, yeah. Second Conflict, again, we'll run into Kerry Urdan later. That's really more reference to him. You heard about the Samurai Band. We'll talk about that too when we get to it. We'll go back with the better one right now. The other thing I like to do in this game, there's a ton of clothing. You can collect a lot of it. And once you collect it, you can go to your wardrobe here. Come on now. There it is. Wardrobe. Now you have the options. So, since I chose to have underwear in this game, not stand there with my dick out like I would be otherwise. But you have like 6 different wardrobe options you can go through, and everything you've come across so far, such as like the hat. So we just picked up the hat, now it's in the wardrobe options. I could sell my hat if I find some better headwear and I don't need it. But if I want still like the graphics of it, I gotta look cool because I think it looks good or whatever, I can drop it on there. Same with the face. We haven't found anything with faces. There's nothing there. You got your uppers. It'll note them when they're new, so you'll know what you're looking at and which ones you just picked up. That's that. There's a nice top. We'll go with that. Show off my tats on my arms. I like that one too. It's not a bad one. That doesn't show off my tats, but it's not too bad. Got some pants. I like these are like euros. There's more euros you can pick up. This is V's euros are kind of a version of some other ones you find on the street. Gives you some knee pads, not too bad. You got some V's pants there, like those. Go back down here. So we got some different shoes. V sneakers, warm biker boots. So yeah, we'll go with that. So we'll go with that and we'll put that on there. No. That works. We'll go with that. So now, go to inventory. So I'm still, now I don't have it equipped. It's in my outfits, but it's not equipped. So you just see all that stuff. You go to your outfits and boom, new outfit right there. Now I will look like that in the game. So you don't necessarily see it when you're walking around first person view. The only time you really see it on yourself is when you get on a motorcycle, because then you'll see all of it. Otherwise you don't really see it. You'll see it on your arms. You see your arms out in front of you for whatever reason. So, Regina.
Hey V, Regina Jones here. If you're looking for work in Watson, give me a call.
How'd you find me? How'd you even know my name?
I know where to gather my intel. Could even call me a collector. Later, V.
So each district you go through will have its own fixers, and they will all offer gigs for you. So it's your text message. They all message you. You get a bunch of text messages throughout the game. If you miss them, it's no problem. Again, just hold down, pops it up, and they'll go through them. And so there you go. So Regina Jones sent you a text message. You can open messages. She's the only one that sent you messages so far, so you can go look at it and you can review them there if you happen to skip through it, missed it, or whatever. You can also, sometimes there'll be responses for them. You can respond to text messages here, or you can respond to them more in the open part of it. Oh, okay, let's go over here real quick. There's not much over here. Here's a little thing. We'll see in a second. There is a guy has a tiger club there, just kind of shaking somebody down. Yeah, hostile situations. You can interview, you cannot interview. Or intervene, excuse me, not interview. Intervene. Drop down and crouch, so he doesn't hear me. Come up, and come up behind him, and boom, got him.
Good doggy!
I usually have much sympathy for gangs. Sometimes they'll express
What
gratitude.
an awful place!
I agree.
Thank
It's a horrible
you.
place. Hey, there's some stuff. Taco and a soul hike. And somebody's back. I eat food all the time out of people's bags that I found on the street. I think it's kind of cool. You actually can buy stuff from the vending machines. This one doesn't look like it actually has anything in it. But others do, and you charge just like 5 eddies or whatever. Eddies being the currency of the game. Now over here, let's see, I'm not sure it's triggered yet. I don't think it's triggered yet. You can find a food bowl over here. It talks about a cat. You find the cat food in the game, which I never looked up, so I'm actually not sure what cat food's at. I've come across it. It ends up in your inventory. You can put cat food in the bowl once it shows up, and you'll get a cat that apparently follows you around. I've never actually done that, so it'll be interesting to find it this time. Glad I've read about it. Alright, let's go this way. Man, my frame rate's not happy with this. Yeah, guys, if you really enjoy this stream, please share it with other people. We get this going, and maybe I can actually make some money with this. Would be awesome. I'm going to upgrade this system and get better monitors, and CPUs, and GPUs. Just go to town. I'll be able to stream a lot better with it. Alright, so this is why I love this game, man. They really built into the ambiance and the atmosphere. You got people around. Now you start seeing the same people after a while. They don't really randomize the people. So like this chick here with the pink hair, you see her all over the fucking place. Saved a lot of these people. There's the one I just saved right there, walking around with the samurai shirt on. Alright, let's go talk to do a little bit of boxing. This guy here's got some missions for us.
How about a round or two?
Coach Fred.
What do you say? How you like my new punching bag? Just gave me a next-gen ass whooping, he did. Be curious to see how he handles the likes of V. So how about it? Where'd you get him, Fred? Off the street. Saw him looking up at me with these big, sad eyes. So I took the poor pup in. Fed him, clothed him. Nah, for real. He's a military boxer.
Smart,
got a sweet deal, and a chum of mine tossed in a few upgrades. Now here we are.
No way. Sorry,
Let's do this. Light on your feet. Keep that head moving.
So when you get them on the ropes like that and they're down, it's best just to try to keep it up. Alright, let's get back in the ring here. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Man, I tell you, delayed. Lose those frames per second. I don't want to hit that person. And boom.
Thought of monetizing it? I can arrange a fight or two. What do you say?
You mentioned something about fighting.
I've seen you landing blows in the ring. You've got sharp instinct, good edge. You can go far, especially if you get chipped. These fights, let's just say they aren't legal, but very lucrative.
Yeah, lucrative for who? You or me?
Both of us. I get a small percentage of the total winnings, you know, as your agent. You get the rest.
Yeah,
sounds
sure.
fair.
It's like I said, good instinct. Fights happen in different parts of the city. You choose where you want to go, put down your eddies, and start swinging. And when you take home the pop, manage to drop every last one of them, you get a chance to fight in the grand finale. That all clear?
Crystal.
Good. Oh, except you won't be setting foot outside Watson. Not yet. You can start in Kabuki. I believe in you, V. Time to show this city what you're made of.
Okay, so that guy will set up a series of fights for us, the different districts. You make money off them, pretty good, and you'll end up with a prize fight down in Pacifica. There's even I guess you'd call it a secret fight you can do with a guy named Ozab, which is, I don't know, maybe it's my age, but Ozab backwards is Bozo. Bozo was a clown on a kid's TV show back in the day, and this guy is dressed up like a clown. All right, let's go talk to Wilson here real quick.
Let's have a look.
Got a gun for us. This is basically a little tutorial on just how to buy stuff is what it comes down to this mission. But you do get an iconic gun. Comes out starts out as an uncommon level. It's fully upgradable. So once you pick up an iconic gun, every iconic will, once you pick it up, has upgradable specs, or I should say, crafting specs that allow you to create the next level up, all the way up to the legendary level. This is the Dying Knight. It's actually a pretty good pistol. It's usable. There's another quest that Wilson will have for us in the future. It's a gun competition. You definitely want to use the Dying Knight on it. So we'll take it. That doesn't cost us any. It acts like it's already ours for whatever reason. Now, he also sells things here. So these components are all used for crafting and upgrading. My recommendations when you're doing crafting, the best, I think, approach to it that I've seen so far is starting off, we're going to pick up a bunch of common items. Just start to say, disassembling them and use those components. But when you start getting higher, you'll see they actually will go for more money. Like these, you look at them, both the Nova and the Statera that I have equipped only go for 20 eddies or 22 eddies. Not a whole lot. You can find more pretty easily. So they're better used for disassembly. But when you get higher up, they'll start selling for hundreds for these common stuff to thousands for the more rare items. So when you get to that point, instead of breaking them down, sell them, then take the eddies you make, come back and just buy the components straight out from them. I think that's probably the best way to do it. The blue components are the ones you tend to go through the most. Purple also, then the legendary components when you get them later on. Not quite as big of a deal. You don't have to buy those nearly as often. And if you do the automatic breaking down, all you need to do is go with, you don't even have to buy the common items. You'll come across some just junk items enough for the most part.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, there's the whole thing about upgrading everything. So we'll go ahead and kind of do that real quick here. So we'll go to the inventory, go to the weapons real quick. We can break these bad boys down. We don't need them. So I'll take that down, break that down, break that down. You notice down in the corner, it's showing up, getting stuff. Then we're going to replace this one, the Unity, with our Dying Knight, and we'll go ahead and break the Unity down. Now you notice that one had a green arrow, so Unity actually was doing more DPS than this Lexington was. Part of it's because Lexington is an automatic pistol, and so individual shots will not do as much damage as a power pistol, or I should say a semi-auto power pistol, because this is a power pistol as well. So what we're going to do, we go to crafting, go to upgrades, yeah, there we go. So it tells you the item cost there, 8 common and 8 uncommon, or 5 uncommon. Now the more you upgrade, the more it's going to cost each time. Some of the perks will help reduce the cost of it, just kind of depends on how you do it. Another way to kind of game the system, though, is also when you get to the point where you can upgrade it to the next level, that resets the upgrades. So you can carry it as far as you want with just doing this stuff. And then when it starts getting a little too expensive on the upgrades, then go ahead and upgrade. That's one way if you want to be stingy with your money and your resources without really compromising much on the damage. One of the biggest things you get when you upgrade, you do get more DPS from upgrade, but the biggest things is upgrade slots. This one, those 2 circles, those mark upgrade slots. On top of that, we'll come back to it here. So let's go ahead and upgrade this so we can move off this menu. And then once you got it to your level, it'll red out like these are, and you won't be able to upgrade it anymore. Another thing that's kind of nice about these guys, let's see here. Yeah, so some of this unique items, the special items they give you that aren't really marked as iconic, but they are unique. If you look at the upgrade, what it says on there. So this one, you don't actually need to have your crafting up to get it upgraded to the next level. It will automatically upgrade. So this will automatically go to epic level after 5 and to legendary after 12 upgrades. So it'll automatically will upgrade itself, which is kind of nice, and give you some more of those spots. All right, let's go over the inventory. Go back to that guy. And we don't think we have any. Yeah, we don't have any attachments. So there's attachments and there's mods. So this one actually does not have any mod slots, but it does have attachment slots. The scopes are nice. They really help with the aiming. It'll help latch onto the target a little quicker. And of course, the suppressor or muzzle brakes can go on here. Suppressors are nice, but they do reduce the damage you do, but they make it silent. So if you want to be stealthy, recommend the suppressors. Not worried about stealth, go with the muzzle brakes. The muzzle brakes will increase damage, but they'll also help increase the whole ricochet aspect, which can do extra damage to people around. Although I've never really paid close attention to that one, as I mentioned. Also got your guns here. So what we're going to do, I don't need that. So I'm going to go on here and actually replace that with my black uniform. I'm not going to worry about knives. If I was doing a blade spec guy, I would, because in the perks there's a knife throwing thing, and that's going to be your ranged way of taking down people stealthily if you don't want to worry about the guns. But I'm not going to do that, so I'm not going to work with the knife. Go and break that bad boy down. Oh, what I got here? Oh, I got some glasses. There we go. Boom. Okay, so it's not going to show the glasses now because I'm wearing an outfit. I could go back to my outfits and add that. It's not really important right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, let's break that tutorial down. Don't need that. Anyway, boom. So there's always like a, when you first equip something, it's going to go through a little intro movement, kind of show it. Now, if you hold down the Y, you can bring up your weapon wheel. You can put it away by swinging onto that little gun with the cross through it. That'll put away weapons. The other way to do is just to double tap the Y. Sometimes it doesn't take the double tap and it just ends up cycling through weapons, so just however you want to do it. Maybe that's an aspect of my controller. Alright, let's go see Jackie. Man, we're almost at our 2-hour mark, guys. But I'll finish up this kind of beginning part. We'll get to the point where we can start doing gigs. It won't take too long. Right now, we're going to go down. We're going to go talk to Jackie. He's going to tell us about this awesome gig that we got lined up. And we'll go see Victor to get this virus taken out of my system. And also give a few mod upgrades while we're at it. And that will be the stopping point for this day. Then we'll pick up again tomorrow. Got some cops talking. You can always listen to the conversation.
Yesterday?
It's all in the
I don't know. That's it. I'm running off time, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Yep. Okay. And so these other things you'll come across. The shaking hands will be the fixers. You can go and talk to them. It doesn't really do much just to go and talk to them. It's not that I've seen. The little exclamation part, the green exclamation marks on a little piece of paper, going to be different random gigs. They're usually quick little things you can do. Don't usually take a whole lot of time. Sometimes they do. And then the blue NCPD, it'll be like crimes that are going on, and you can go in there and help out. And usually they're good to go to because they usually have some nice equipment. There's a little stash you go to, and you can get some cool stuff, some good stuff off of it. Really some advanced stuff like that. There is one around the corner. I'm not going to worry about it right now. We'll talk to Jackie.
Man of the hour.
That's right.
Jeez, took you long enough. Worked up an appetite just waiting. Sit down, let me finish this. Then we can drop in on Senor Vector.
Didn't figure you was the type for Asian. Would have thought you'd find it too exotic.
What do you mean? What's there not to like? Noodles? Check. Synth sirloin? Check. Get some more chile action up in here, and you're looking at Mama Wells' signature sopa de fideos.
Mentioned something about a surprise yesterday. Am I remembering right, or just had a brain fart?
Probably both, because you usually forget shit. But it just so happens, I think I might have bagged us a sweet-ass J.O.B.
Go on.
I mean, maybe it's not as big as that, but just that it's fronted by a little-known someone named Dexter Deshawn. Only the top fixer in Night fucking City. Fat-ass black Jesus of the afterlife. 300 pounds of partly gold-plated cool.
Alright, so here's what I was talking about. You get a lot of dialogue options based off your background. Street Kid's one of them. Being a Street Kid, you know all the background, so I'll let you comment on it.
Thought Dex bounced out of the ring a few years ago. Messed with the nasty crew in Pacifica. Things got ugly.
Gang wars 2 years back. Somehow Dex got caught up in the craziness. There's a lot of bodies lying in the streets by the time the shooting stopped. Yeah, Dex got lucky though. Managed to slip under the radar till tempers cooled. Took a while, but he's made one hell of a comeback.
Guy's up to his elbows in blood, Jack. You want to shake his hand? Work with him?
It's the biz, V. Everyone's got blood on their hands. You deal with it. You move on.
Alright.
What's the gig?
So what we got?
We meant to come out in one piece?
Our Lord and Savior wants to tell you everything himself, face to face. No pressure, but this whole deal, he's riding on you now, is he?
All right. Let's hear what old Dex has to say. Set it up.
Dex is the real deal when it comes to fixers. Don't get me wrong. Don't got nothing against the Padre or Wakako, but Dex is in a league of his own. I'm saying?
Don't get me started on fixers. They catch a client, find the cheapest gong to do the job, then drop their corpse at a landfill.
Shit. Hit the nail on the head, V.
Bit of foreshadowing there.
Gracias a Dios. Estoy lleno. Brought your wheels. Gave them to my guy yesterday to smooth over the dents after our dust up with the scabs.
Thanks, Jack. Much appreciated.
I just realized I didn't give myself any cyberware when I was making my character. We'll do that later. Alright, so.
Some top-notch work Miguel did. Rides like it looks.
There she comes.
New.
We'll see about that.
So we rolling or what?
Let's feel this factory new ride.
There's a ton of vehicles in this game you can buy. One thing I wish they would have done a little differently is make the vehicles more customizable. Right now, what you get is what you get. It'd be nice if you could change the paint or upgrade them. That would have been kind of a nice feature, but, you know, not a big deal.
First stop. Ripper Duck. And Holmes. Easy on the gas, huh?
So there's a way to adjust the view. I don't like driving first person. It's kind of cool when you got so many cars. You can
I was
see
supposed
it.
to stop by Vic's anyhow.
I hit the right button, you go a little back, and you go a little closer, and you go back in the vehicle. If you hold down,
really gets me, you know.
Hold down the right button, you can pick a radio station. My favorites are Moro Rock, or actually there's some good ones. Body Heat. Some of the music that plays here, if you watch the Netflix series, you'll recognize it. That's usually on the Body Heat. Go to that one. It doesn't tell you when you select it. It just kind of like doesn't do anything, but you'll hear it. Now, if you crank the trigger down, you're going to go right fast. So it's kind of hard to control sometimes. So the trick is learning to not depress the trigger all the way, and use your brake on corners. Oh man, its frame rate's different. Make it a little trickier. Alright, go this way. So you look at top right, it gives you the destination marker. Yellow is going to be main missions. If you put it over on a gig, it'll be green. And if it's just some landmark you're trying to go to, like a shop or whatever, it'll be white. Purple if you're trying to go to a fast travel point.
Come on, V. Find me once Vic's done dusting your circuits. We'll hash out what Dex has cooked up for us.
Talking about, I don't see anything around here. Alright, so there's a guy in the corner. He's kind of a hidden mission giver, but you gotta listen to him talk for a little bit. Crazy guy in the corner. Gary. Gotta love Gary.
Not only to you.
Or Gerald. Sorry, Gerald. What do they call him, Gerald?
Do you truly believe that those who have sold you your mechanical eyes have resisted the temptation to peek through them? Cameras are all around us, even within us. Your joys, your worries, your life.
Let's just say you're right. So what? Should I just gouge out my optics? Thanks, but no thanks.
Now, once you get to know the storyline of the game, this crazy stuff that he's doing, you'll actually understand what he's referring to. He's actually referring to some actual stuff that goes on.
We can yet save them. May the mothers shield their bodies. May the fathers instill their hatred for Crow. But who are those who follow our every step, you ask? Why the titans of entertainment in Alpha Centauri? In their wretchedness, they placate their weary and oppressed masses by putting our laughter, our tears, on full display!
Guy, like in that show! Rick, get next to him! I'll snap a still of you arresting him for revealing government secrets!
Open your mind before it is too late!
Jessica will, like, die when she sees this. Like, this is Max Nova. I just can't.
That's why I like this game too. It's a little side things, just the finer points of the game that really make it.
Radio waves bear the truth. Let those with ears listen and those with eyes behold. Their mothership conceals itself above our very heads. Ready yourself, for they are coming. Open your mind before it is too late!
At some point.
If you turn a blind eye to their existence, they have already won!
Let's see here. You should talk to me directly here in a second.
Radio waves bear the truth. Let those with ears listen and those with eyes
Maybe I need to
behold.
finish this quest. Well, come back. You can do it anytime. Sometimes you come later, he'll be asleep, and you'll have to come back in the daytime. But he'll go through, as long as you listen, I think it's like 3 times. He'll eventually give you a mission.
Baby.
Not too bad.
Dr. Vector will see you now.
I'll sit tight over here. Me and Misty got a little catching up to do.
All right,
You look
guys.
pleased.
Here is a
'Cause I
great
am.
sci-fi
Always.
reference. I mentioned
Crazy
Blade Runner.
living.
Misty here is
But
a direct homage to one of the characters
got
of
a
Blade
new
Runner,
job lined up.
Chris, who's a synthetic.
Big hitter at the
Now, Misty is not,
Oh.
but the haircut
Is it
and
gonna be
everything
dangerous?
is Chris to a T.
Don't you worry.
Even later on, she'll even adopt Chris's makeup later in the movie, where she kind of basically paints a black bar across her eyes. So, direct homage to Blade Runner. There's a lot of that in here. I will point out some more.
Anybody there?
I'm moving, you know. So I do like Misty. She's pretty cool. I go down. Oh. Where did the cat go? And like in a lot of games, you can pet the animals too. Little hairless cat. And that's the one I mentioned. The cat earlier. That's one. I'm not sure if it's that cat, but it's a cat like that, a little hairless cat. You can go around and take pictures with. Apparently, so I've never actually done it. So we'll discover that together. All right. So here's a Ripper Doc. Victor is a Ripper Doc. That's where you go to update your mods or get upgrades for them or whatever. Of course, Victor is also a vital part of the storyline as well. So let's go talk to Victor.
Vicky, surprise every old Ripper. It's good to see
He's
you.
not the only Ripper Doc. There's a bunch.
Good to see you too, V. Oh, wow. What do I owe the pleasure today?
Last gig. Had to jack into a client's neurosocket. Think I might have gotten spiked.
Experiencing migraines, nausea, hypersensitivity to bright lights?
Whole kit and caboodle.
All right, kid. We'll sort you out in a flash. Besides that, how are things?
Met a new fixer. He gave me a job. Name's Dexter Deshawn.
Known quantity from the afterlife. No denying you're moving up.
But something you're not telling me, Vic?
Keep your guard up, that's all. I've heard some things about Dex. He's not as chill as he makes himself out to be.
Need some new kit, but tools, not toys, Vic. Time I bumped up my sights and got a grip.
Really? Now? Finally?
Vic, shit's getting real. Got a job from Dex Deshawn, hitting the major leagues. Need tech that could perform.
The Dexter Deshawn? Well, that is something. But let me guess. Hasn't paid you yet.
All right. So now at this point, if you wanted to, or even before you walked in here, you could have kind of broke away from jacking, did some gigs, build up that 21,000 eddies to pay. It's not necessary. I did it once. I didn't see any benefit to it. So we'll just go ahead and get some of these.
Quit
stuff
crying,
going.
Vic. I'll bring you the eddies later, with interest. You know I will.
Last time. You hear?
Anyway, Dixie, yeah, he gives you stuff on spec. You notice that hand
Sheriff,
thing right there?
please.
That's
Sit
another
down,
homage to
relax.
Blade Runner. There's guys there that have stuff like that. All right, let's take a seat. Start carving away, Vic.
Kuroshi Optics. Best I've got, and should be about right under the circumstances. Now jack in.
Kuroshi? Whoa. Vic, nothing tops that on the market.
Sounds like it could come in handy then.
I gave you my word I'd pay you back, but this might be too rich for my blood.
We'll work something out. Right now, I'm just out to make sure you get back in one piece. Eddie's in hand.
Big's not a patient guy, but
you peruse and choose while I scan. See what's going on inside.
Alright, so this is the cyberware menu here. I kind of went over it before, but in this particular part, they're going to give you these here. So we got the ocular, which is going to be your common Kiroshi Optics Mark 1. It has one cyberware slot for some mods. There's some looted cyberware. I don't think I picked up any yet. Some hands, and the hands right here, these are for ballistic firearms. So basically, it will increase the power of the ricochet shots when they strike. They'll do more damage, and you can also give a visual reference of how it's going to ricochet. Like I said, I have never made use of that. It seemed like it would take too much time to it, so I never really bothered about it, but there we go. And we got them. Now, if you look here, yeah, so the SC there, that means street cred. We're brand new, so we got 2 street cred right up there, so we don't have near enough to do any of that, but nor the money for that matter.
Mark 1, like I said, decent enough scanner. Displays data on your cornea. Cherry on the top's a built-in external lens disruptor. In layman's terms, any surveillance cam will capture your face as a blur. And just remember, your body will still show up as crystal clear. This should do the trick. Talks to Kiroshi Tech, too.
I'm ready. Carve away.
You do it?
Excellent. Let's do this. Lay that major league arm of yours right here.
So, what's new in the life of Victor Vector?
Yeah, if I'm being honest, not much. And that's fine with me. I used to live in a world where all that mattered was who's who, what's what, and how's why.
And what happened?
One day, I just dropped it and never looked back. I'll never be a legend in this town, but been sleeping nights ever since. Just like that. Thanks.
No, it's doing all this just kind of for the intro.
No,
in the future, you see
aesthetic
River Dogs. It's
and
not going to go through
start
all this.
cutting.
It'll be instantaneous. And just you select it from the menus and go.
Feel anything?
Play by play, though? Really, Doc? Makes you sound like a dentist. Always going
And you see those dots right there at the edge of his sleeve?
Don't
The
be mean
anesthesia
now.
gave you for that.
Remember,
You'll actually have those marks through the entire
got
game.
a shaky Gannic hand. Could slip. Lights out for a minute, all right?
Actually, I've had eye surgery before, guys. I don't know about you, but I've had LASIK surgery done. This is the best money I've ever spent, but damn if it ain't a little scary. The whole thing was broadcast into the room. My wife was sitting there watching it. Big old eyeball on the screen.
Linking you in.
Play Fallout in Vegas, she'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah,
You might
just like
feel
that.
a little discomfort at first.
Yeah.
Blurred vision, low contrast, glitches.
Pop into the socket. Clearly, I already had some optics, so I was able to do the scanner
How's it
before,
look?
but
Feel all right to you?
I guess these are better, so to speak.
Seen more dramatic improvements before.
Patience, kid. Give it a minute. Time for the scanner.
All right, so it gives you some information there.
Take you a few seconds to adjust. But first time's rarely the charm, with anything, really. Scanner should eventually sync with your thought processes and read your intentions. I also injected an NCPD file search. Run into any ne'er-do-wells? You know exactly what they ne'er did well.
Picture's clean. Yep, so you see them, usually all the gang members will have some kind of bounty on them, so you off them, you'll get a bit of a payout. It's not a ton. I mean, if they made it too high, then man, money would be completely worthless because you have so much of it. Even as it is, you can still make a lot of money pretty easily.
It ought to work like a charm.
Look at that.
Now draw your weapon.
Cyberware.
You should see your ammo count in a brand new sight.
It's not the gun I have equipped. They do that a lot. some of these cutscenes where it makes you draw. Like, it always draws the Unity pistol, even if you don't have it equipped.
How about the neurovirus from the last job? Can you check it?
Done and gone while we were putting in your implant. And a full sweep on your soft and circuits. Zap the critter. You're certified bug-free.
Shit, Victor, not bad. I don't know what to say.
Say you'll take this and remember the dosage. 2 whiffs now, and another 2 in an hour.
Thanks again, Vic. You're the best. I owe you.
Go on, kid. Show them what you're made of. And once you hit the big leagues, don't forget where you came from.
There's some items around here you can look at if you want. Nothing too big. It's not just like, oh, there it is. Alright, so super participation. So Victor, you'll find out, was a boxing champ and does boxing. That's how I met Jackie. They went and boxed together. Alright, so you noticed that there was a little thing that popped up there. I missed a text message from Jackie just asking where I'm at. We go back through it, so you hold down, go down to Jackie, hit the X button on the Xbox controller anyway, and you can see what he said if you missed it. Coach Fred and also, yeah, so those are the fights. Go back here.
Your heart chakra looks a little out of whack, babe. I can release it for you, but you'd have to watch out for negative energy fields.
Yeah, so there's information you get. You know, so there's a ward.
Yo, listen up. I talked to Dex while you were in with the doc. He's waiting in his ride. For you. Ain't but a hop to where he's parked. Next to Gramsci Burgers.
Okay, do my best to talk us up.
Let's go do it.
V, listen. I've got this delicate matter. That's why I called you. The number of cyber psycho attacks in the city is on the rise. Now that's probably not news to you, but this issue matters to me for a few reasons.
Beyond our plane of existence.
There are people who say cyber psychosis can be treated.
I have heard their voices.
Right.
Let they who yet live never cross that threshold.
But I believe even an unproven therapy is still better than a bullet to the brain. If I get a tip about a possible attack, I'll give you a call. Maybe you can investigate before Max Tac hits the scene.
Yeah, notice how on the phone I'll let you respond. But it won't go. Right?
Try to incapacitate the attacker.
What
and
are
also
the
try and
beings
pick
of
him
the
up.
net if not
I hope that's
souls
all
from
clear.
beyond our plane of existence? I have heard their voices. Let they who yet live never cross
You
that
heard their
threshold.
voices? What did they say?
They spoke not in the language of mortals, no. They howled, screaming in agony, forever removed from their earthly form. Among them was a woman, her voice of ice, Queen Lilith. She was calm, but at the cost of her humanity. You ask, who opened these unholy gates of the abyss?
No one's asking.
And I answer you, the techno-necromancers of Alpha Centauri! I recognize you. You come here often. Your eyes tell me that your mind has opened to the truth. Will you provide a humble donation so that I may continue my mission?
I pretty much always give them 100. Do that, like I said, a few times, and you'll eventually get to a mission.
Do good work. Use this to wake
At
Night
some
City
point,
up.
you'll run into some kind of bad mouths nomads. They don't want to beat them up. You can protect them, or if you've hit the queen of the highway with the nomads, the avocados,
radio waves
they'll be
bear
able,
the
you
truth.
can talk them away.
Let
You
those
talk
with
them out of
ears
it, not have
listen
to
and
get it.
those with eyes behold.
Anyway, I'm like, if you sit there, he'll keep going. You can do it. It's not really necessary. There's a, yeah. Oh, that guy's net watch. Alright. Oh no, he's an instant net runner. Oh, my bad. Alright, it shows you the abilities there. So he's a net runner. He's a net runner. You can do a charge jump, so you can jump pretty high, and he has the ability to overheat your weapons. It shows what he's weak to. So he's weak to fire, to poison, electricity, but he's resistant to cyber hacking. So if you're a net runner, you're going to have a harder time cyber hacking. Everybody has that. Honestly, when I'm playing, I stop worrying about that. The way I play, I usually run and do a lot of the background missions. And so, Let's see, he's messing up with the gang over there. I guess the Tiger Claws. Let's go talk to Dex. Thank you, good sir. There's Dex himself.
Yo, Mr. V, a pleasure.
Dexter Deshawn in the flesh. Ample indeed.
Let's roll. Mind if I ask you something right off the bangle? Would you rather live in pieces, Mr. Nobody, die ripe, old, and smelling slightly of urine, or go down for all times in a blaze of glory, smelling near like posies, without seeing your 30th?
What do you think, dude?
You're either somebody or you fizzle out into nothing. Night City don't let you choose.
Oh, but it does. See, in my line of work, I choose to be Mr. Chill. But folk who try to take advantage, well, they see the beast inside. All right, listen close. Scanning a serious job now. Playing gargantuan compared to smashing up a scav home.
Let me hear it. What's the job?
There's this prototype tech. A biochip, to be precise. Job's to grab it. Simple.
Yeah? Guessing it belongs to a corp.
Mm-hmm. Arasaka. Surely that's no problem.
Corps don't deserve special treatment.
Shit, you ain't playing around. Got a feeling this could be a start of a beautiful friendship built on heaps of eddies.
You work this out? Got a plan?
Two things. First, a conundrum with the Maelstrom boys. Needs active resolving that. Second, a rendezvous. Simple. Client who brought us the job's anxious. She wants to parlay with one of the team.
Client. What's her thing? Why she need to meet?
Woman's name's Evelyn Parker. Vetting her wasn't easy. Put the word out I was looking for any kind of intel.
Right, and?
Some brothers from Pacifica got back to me. Told me to stop looking. End the convo. Anyway, our little client insisted on meeting someone with skin in the game. You know, who'll be there for it all. Yours truly will be remote. T-Bug ain't no people person, and Jaggy's only good at some things. I know you know what I mean. Pretty much leaves you.
What's the issue needs resolving with Maelstrom? Got a beef?
Slotting the shard. Got a classic tale for you. Psycho gang doing his thing 2 weeks back. Jumped a Militech convoy. Got away with the gear. Corp don't even know Maelstrom's involved. Now see, convoy was carrying the Flathead, a little combat bot, a prototype. And I need me that bit of high-grade military tech. Because if we don't get that bot, we don't get no soccer chip. And we sure as hell don't get no happily ever after. But don't get excited. It's a single-use toy. Now, I flat out purchased the damn thing from Maelstrom. Problem is, I did so from a gent went by the name of Brick. I say when, because Brick was the leader. 3 days after we'd sealed our deal, his friend and gangmate, one Simon Randall, aka Royce, plain dropped his ass. Royce is in charge now, and I got no way of knowing if he aims to honor his predecessor's word. To add to this shitstrom, one Meredith Stout of Militech has developed an interest in said convoy.
Royce guy. What's he like?
A straight psychopath. Chrome-loving kind.
Big club in this town.
I'll give you that. Except few of its other members, no matter the stakes, would put a friend and associate through an industrial microwave dryer. Apparently, first thing to burst are the eyeballs. Get a nice clear pop. Then the rest goes goulash.
Who's the prima donna?
Corpo agent, internal affairs. Been skidding around town asking after the convoy as if her life depended on finding it. The one lead she's got zip-tied in her trunk. Stick up her ass ain't growing any shorter. So she must be getting desperate. Be wise to think how you could use that. Of course, to do so, you'll need that frazzled cat's info. Sending it now.
Think I got everything. Time I got to work.
Well, that's just music to my ears. I'll set up the meet with Miss Parker at Lizzie's bar. Flathead, though, is gonna be all you.
Alright, so notice the skip right popped up in the right corner. He's done talking, and they're going to take me to a spot and drop me off. Probably not too far from it, but given that we're short on
One
time...
more thing, Mr. B.
Maybe not.
Quiet life or blaze of glory?
Guess we got to the spot. Yeah, we're at the spot.
Later now.
Latest. Alright. I'll do one last thing before we log off for the night, guys. It's one up there, actually. Alright, guys, level up as well.
Jackster, talk to Dex.
Yeah, Gordito's a big deal. Literally at 9, yeah.
Alright, see that causeway over there? I'm gonna walk over there.
Guy certainly knows how to protect his biz. Wants to put us on a few small kinks. Prep work, I guess. Before lining us up a big job. There's this combat bot, military prototype. Maelstrom clept it. Then Dex paid to take it off their hands just before the Gangoons had a switch up in management.
Right. Heard about that. Royce versus Brick. Hostile takeover.
That sums it up. Dex wants us talking to Royce. Gave the deets of some Militech agent too, but I don't know how much help she stands to be.
Chingon.
Yeah, you don't sound thrilled. Royce, what do you know about him?
He's fucking whack, something special. Junkies snort junk. Royce snorts chrome.
Then there's the other thing. Gotta meet the client who put the job on the table. Evelyn Parker.
You? Well, what's Dex gonna do? Ride around in his limo, chat chicks up on the hollow?
Parker wants to meet someone on the crew. Dex gave me the nod.
He must know what he's doing. So, how you want to play this? Maelstrom or Parker? What's first?
I like to go with Parker first.
Parker. I think I ought to see her first. See what she's like, what she's after.
Orale. In that case, I'll hit the all foods. Put my nose to the ground. Sniff around. Hasta luego.
Alright. That completes that mission. This last mission we're going to do is right here. It's what T-Bug mentioned earlier. So I'm going to map real quick. I'll show you. See, right there. Middle of that roundabout. So we'll select that one real quick. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. So that got these main ones up. I kind of tend to focus on technical ability first, just so I can get all my stuff upgraded. Not always the best move, but it's, I don't know, I think it works. So I'm not going to worry about upgrading stuff, so I'm not going to worry about that just yet. That's good too. This is more of a convenience thing, so you don't have to go through and do it, so we'll do this one first. Oh, yeah, and Victor's got some more clothing items for us. It's going to be at your wardrobe in your room, your apartment.
T-Bug sent me. Said you'd have something for me.
You're V, right? She had me hold the demon for you. It should work on any 3rd gen deck.
Got a Militech power line. Think it'll do.
Solid gear. For a beginner.
Burn.
Okay. Glad to grab a demon always.
You could test it now. I have an access point. If you'd like, that is. You might extract some shimsoft or subroutines. Seems worth a try, either way.
Okay, so the one that's marked with the exclamation point is the quest item or mission item. As you can see, they're not charging anything for it, so grab that bad boy. Come back out. Okay. I don't need to talk to her about anything else, so go away from that. And there's another little shard to read. Again, it's just background information. Rage Bart Moss, that name will come up again. It's a vast history in this world. Okay, so now we're going to go inventory, cyberware. Going to go over your operating system. So that shows you have this quick hack now. So what we're going to do is we're going to select which are, because this particular cyberhack only carries 2. So we're going to have to replace one of them. So we got either short circuit or reboot optics. We'll go ahead and replace the short circuit for now. You can always switch out later, it's not a big deal. Boom. So now we have equipped and the quick hack. And let's just use it on this camera here. I'm going to ping it, which is the one that we just picked up. Ping. Ping is going to show you everything that's attached to it. So you see the lines, go ahead and connect to that. So there's that, arrow to there, and bam, look at that. Access point. Alright, this is going to look similar. We did it earlier with the one that was more guided. This one's more freeform. So 1C55. Now, timer doesn't start until you pick your first one, so you can plan it out. Now you got to start on this top row. 1C. There's only one option there for that. 1C. But no 55s. So you can't do it right away, but it's fine. If you look up here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got to do it in order, but you can get, as long as you fit these 2 in here somewhere, you'll get it. So we got other 1Cs. Now, it's other than asking too. If you go over it, it shows you, it highlights all of them so you can see where they're all at. So we got 1C, then we got to hit a 55. So if you look at those, you got 4 1Cs up there. 2 of them have 55s off to the left or the right, because once you click the first one, it goes down, then right or left, and then up or down, then right or left, and it goes back and forth. So we got 2 options there. For example, I'll just go with this one here. So the BD, which will be a throwaway one, then we'll hit another BD. Oops. Ha! I fucked it up. Oh, no, not quite. Hold on. BD, so then we go 1C and 55. I thought I was going to mess up a 2 easy one there, just not. Anyway, so now we got it. It gives us components and quick hacks. We'll look down here, bottom right. Should show you here in a second what you got. It'll give you some quick hack components which you use to build quick hacks, which if you're a netrunner is a thing, but if you don't worry about any of that stuff, then it's not worth anything. Alright, that finishes up that one. Now let's see the information. We have this is bar between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. If you're outside of that time frame, it'll let you just go sit and wait, or you can do a little meditate thing. Skip time if you needed to. But for now, we're going to call that good for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. It was awesome. Loved having you. I see I already got 1 viewer on my very first one, which I'm going to call that a win. So thank you so much for watching. And tell your friends. And I haven't started yet, but I will open up a YouTube channel and I will upload all this stuff there. So if anybody missed it, you can go watch it there. It'll be archived here as well. Anyway, thanks again, guys. I will see you tomorrow night, same time. Start midnight Central Standard Time. And I'll try to do at least 2 hours. Although, as you can tell, I've already got about 30 minutes past that. So I am going to... Hey, thank you so much, Candy Kill. Awesome. Love it. Love it. Thank you. Tell your friends. Anyway, be back tomorrow midnight. We'll get this done, and we'll have some fun, guys. This is awesome. Love it. All right. Have a good one.